Hello Tai Chiers, my name as always is Matt Holker. I work with Tai Chi Master Richard Clear, and together we help Tai Chi students and teachers all over the world to rapidly build internal power for self-defense and health. And some of the internal power stuff that we show is a lot more self-defense oriented because it's easier to kind of demonstrate, and we tend to feel that some of the health stuff is a little more intuitive, and so we don't normally talk a lot about it, but I wanted to make a point to talk more about it in these videos. I promised I would. And today I want to begin doing that. I apologize if the background noise is overwhelming. I hope that behind the camera it's not going to be too disturbing. By the way, if you're into this stuff, please head to taichimadeclear.com because you're going to find a lot more there that's really going to be helpful. But for today I wanted to demonstrate one of the first things that I ever used Tai Chi for was for relaxation, was for stress relief. It's good for stress relief, it's good for lowering your blood pressure. It's good for, finding that deep relaxation, and a lot of times it seems kind of intuitive because it's very slow moving and it's very peaceful looking, and so it seems like, oh yeah, of course I can see how that would relax me, but there's a little more to it than that, and I wanted to show at least a little more sophisticated method for using your Tai Chi, whatever Tai Chi you might have, for achieving that kind of deep relaxation. Any form that you might have will work with this method. If you don't have a form, I'm going to show you a quick thing that you can do, and then I'm going to show you also how that kind of becomes internal power, what really makes it an internal skill and an application of internal power for health. And so what I want to show you first of all is the method for relaxation, and it's very, very simple, and we're going to do it outside of the Tai Chi first, just actually kind of get it going on. And it's very, very simple. All you have to do is take a deep breath. Normally we do that through the nose, but however you're going to do it, however's comfortable, take a deep breath in, and as you exhale out through the mouth and go, and let it out and make the sound. The sound helps. It actually loosens up the diaphragm. It loosens up a bunch of connective tissue inside the body. It's an extra thing that triggers the mind to relax extra more. It absolutely is part of the process, and the reason I'm emphasizing that is that sound, that letting that out like that, we have people in our class who come to us for stress relief, and I teach them that, and they go, oh, I could never do that unless I was like by myself completely. I can't do that in class for sure. Really, you can't, like in a room full of other people who are doing this, you can't allow yourself to relax enough to let out a noise like and to let that out, and you're coming to us for stress relief. I think I found the problem, and or at least part of it. And so just for some people, just overcoming the mindset that is a block against them doing that, just that alone provides them with a different kind of outlook on life that makes for a natural level of stress relief for that type of person. But if you're not that kind of person, and I assume that most of you are not, then the way that you use this method is first you feel it. You just let it out like that, and you feel what it's doing to your body, and you feel how extra kind of relaxed you can be, and just let it out. Now, get in a good Wu Chi posture and do it again. Best Wu Chi posture you can kind of muster. And if you don't know what that is, you can find more online. You can find more on that at taichimadeclear.com. But for now, just good kind of standing straight up and down as you can get, and feeling like your head is suspended from above, and your knees bent, and your hips kind of tucked, and let it out, and relax into the position. And just relax like that. Finally, if you have a Tai Chi form, or even if you don't, I'm going to show you how to do it with Grand Tai Chi right now, and what Grand Tai Chi kind of looks like. And most of you have Grand Tai Chi if you have a form. Those of you who don't have a form, I'm going to teach you a Tai Chi move that you can do this with right now. And everyone else who does have a form, it should be pretty obvious how you would apply it to the rest. But within Grand Tai Chi, the move looks like this. You're raising your arms up in like a kind of a scooping motion, like making a sort of the top half of a snow angel, and then dropping them down on your head. And I'm going to stand back here and show you the whole thing. there's a body rise to it as your arms come up. So you're tucked down and your hands come up out and your body comes up with it. And then back down. And if your hands don't make it all the way down, just take another deep breath in. And you can keep doing that. And you can do this for a while and you can get a lot of relaxation out of it. If you have a form, it's more powerful to do it with the form just because you're in more intricate kinds of positions, more sophisticated kinds of positions, and so it'll help you kind of more throughout the day to be able to relax into a bunch of different kinds of positions and a bunch of different kinds of postures. So that's how you would work that inside the form, is basically find your posture, whatever it is, and like so. So that's how you use Tai Chi for stress relief. At least one of the methods, and one of the sort of steps up from just doing the form on its own. And if you like that kind of stuff, by the way, head to taichimadeclear.com and you'll find more in that vein that'll be useful for you. What I want to say in addition to what I just kind of showed you, and that's more how to use the method, is that this method in particular was studied not so much for stress relief, but actually for cancer patients. There was a study done at Mercy Hospital in the area here on cancer patients for pain management, and we used this method mostly because what we determined was they were holding on to a lot of tension that they needed to let go of, and this really achieves that. It helps with that sort of deep level of relaxation in that way, and so this method has been tried and tested, and we saw amazing results, not only within each session, but cumulative over the long haul. The results built, where it was obvious that the Tai Chi, that this method, we used our 8-move form, but this method within the form, and it got really super positive, awesome results for their reported pain levels, for measurable things like oxygen uptake in the blood and lower blood pressure, and these kinds of things. And so that was on cancer patients, but it works for everybody who's doing it. If you already have kind of normal blood pressure, it'll steady it out even more. If you have highs or lows, it will take it more towards that normal level, and so you should practice this for that. And if you have a really stressful job like I did, and you're taking Tai Chi breaks for stress relief, this will really give you that extra sort of, okay, I'm ready to go again. At the end of the session. The last thing I want to tell you, by the way, if you found this helpful, please head to taichimadeclear.com. But the last thing I want to tell you in this series of kind of stress relief things is the way it really becomes internal power. You're using your breath already to relax your mind, and so there is an internal element to that. But I'm going to give you a step up on this using the Grand Tai Chi move, and so what it is as you do that deep level of relaxation with the whole move, where you're kind of gathering, and then you come down and let it all go, and down like that, at the end, you're going to add a little mini one, and I'll show you what that looks like. And so you do a full one, and it's gather, up, and then relax and release down, and then at the end, gather again, but you do less movement. And relax and release every bit as much. Gather every bit as much, and relax and release every bit as much, but with less physical movement. And what happens is you have now internalized the process, or at least you've started to bridge that body-mind gap, and you bridged it one way with the physical movement. You're bridging the one direction with the physical movement, and now you're bridging it back the other way, where you're influencing your body with your mind and using your mind and the breath as a trigger for your mind to tell your body to relax. And because you're doing it with less physical movement and more as a mental exercise, and with just a little bit of movement to kind of cue you into that, now you can do this anywhere you are all day long, and you can take micro breaks where you kind of reset yourself very quickly, and you relax, and you attain really, really deep levels of relaxation, ultimately, is the goal, with very little movement and very little time spent on it. And it just becomes, and you're there already. And that's all you have to do. And so you can do that anywhere. You can do that if you're just trying to get ready for, a meeting. If you find that you're kind of tense and you're stuck in traffic and you're anxious about something and you need to just kind of let go. Whatever it is, whatever it is you're trying to relax, whatever it is you're trying to relax, you can get there very, very quickly using this method, and it becomes internal power, truly internal power for stress relief at that point. So I hope that you found all this helpful. I hope you found all this useful. I hope you've done some of this along with me, and if you haven't, make it a point, make a note somewhere, make it a point to go do this. You can do this all by yourself somewhere later. It's okay, and go work on this and try this out and feel what it's doing to you, and feel how it's relaxing and releasing you, and feel how you can get that same level of deep relaxation, whatever levels you're able to attain with the big physical motions, with just correct kind of posture and very little movement, but a lot of intention towards relaxation. And if you go through this process, you'll definitely get some really quick results, very that hopefully are like surprisingly fast. And so I hope you found all this useful. I hope you try it out. I hope you get the kind of results that I'm talking about. And if you do, and you like this stuff and you want more, there's a bunch more at taichimadeclear.com for health and self-defense. And so head over there, and then there's a treasure trove over there. But in the meantime, I'll be continuing to do these and bringing you more and more as we go. A fly lit on me, so I guess I'm not a master yet, but I'm working on that. Anyways, I hope that you found this interesting and maybe even a little bit entertaining here towards the end. And head to taichimadeclear.com and more next time. Thank you so much. Take care, everybody.